at my website, there will be lists of telephone numbers and organizations and things that I'm going to talk about today that people can actually access. So I'm easy to find. Wayne Parsons. It's Wayne Parsons Law Office.
Hello, I'm Tom Mustin with Ask the Lawyers. Thank you for joining us today. Our special guest today is Hawaiian attorney Wayne Parsons. He's going to talk today about the legal implications in the wake of the horrific, tragic wildfires on Maui. Wayne, thank you for joining us today.
Good to be here and glad to talk to you again.
Great to talk to you again. I'm glad to hear that you and your family are safe. It's horrible. You know, we've seen the images here on the mainland of the tragedy there. What is actually happening there in Maui, though, and what's being done to help the folks there?
Well, it's very much an upheaval. The victims are just being identified. There's a lot of people who have been recently identified, and the community is struggling. People from Lahaina and fire areas don't have places to live. They lost all their documents. They're completely vulnerable at these moments, and for several weeks it's going to be like that. And I think all of us in Hawaii and people across the country, it's very gratifying, are trying to help, trying to get things that Maui needs to the people of Maui, and that's the main focus of everybody here.
And there are resources available. It's important to mention, correct?
Yes, there've been lots of money pouring in. There've been people supplying things that the community needs. Maui Strong has been a very active at getting resources to people who are having all sorts of needs. You know, the number of needs is a long list. That, however, the response has been good, and we're pleased with the response from the mainland and within Hawaii. On the other hand, every day there's more needs than there are ability to meet them. So it's work in progress.
Well, and so Wayne, what are you doing to help respond to the needs of the folks in the Maui community?
Well, I'm supporting the efforts of the Hawaii State Bar Association, the Maui County Bar Association, the Hawaii Community Foundation, and other organizations that are providing volunteers and help to people on Maui. Mainly because I'm in the legal area, I'm focusing in with a lot of lawyers from Hawaii at trying to get people answers to legal questions. You see a lot about lawsuits and lawyers trying to get cases involving injury and death. The main needs right now are to get people answers to their question. They don't have a driver's license. They lost all their papers. They don't have any money. They're completely cut off from the normal life, and we're trying to get help to them. It's not just legal help, but a lot of those questions are legal questions, and the questions have to do with making applications for benefits and obtaining benefits. There are a lot of unanswered legal questions, and we're trying to put together, along with the bar associations are doing this, a resource that people can call and that will be in the field on Maui that can get people help to get through these days and weeks right now when things are completely unpredictable and disjointed for a person on Maui.
And I'm sure a lot of folks there don't even know where to start. So what would you say to them about what's the first call they should make if they're looking for help?
Well, I do think there are resources on the ground. The county and the state have centers that people can go to. We're trying to, every day, we're trying to get more help with communications, get scanners and hotspots up so people can get back on the internet. A lot of people lost phones and they don't have those abilities. So there are resources in the communities in Lahaina, around Lahaina, maybe not in Lahaina, but around there, where people can go to get aid. I think that is pretty well known on Maui. And the public service announcements are going out regularly, and the communications, we call it here the coconut wireless, mouth to mouth, word to word, friend to friend. That's going on, and there are going to be town halls where, for instance, on the legal side of it, and this isn't the big, we're going to file a lawsuit for money. This is lawyers who specialize in real estate and real property and banking and those kind of things that people need. to get volunteer services to help the people. And if they need longer term care, we're working with Legal Aid and Volunteer Legal Services of Hawaii to actually provide lawyers and get those lawyers trained up so they understand exactly what the situation deserves and demands. So that's all in process. I would say Hawaii County Bar Association, Hawaii State Bar Association, Legal Aid, and Volunteer Legal Services of Hawaii. Keep those names in mind. On my website, first of all, I'm not taking any of the injury cases. I'm not getting involved in that. At my website, there will be lists of telephone numbers and organizations and things that I'm going to talk about today that people can actually access. So I'm easy to find. Wayne Parsons. It's Wayne Parsons Law Office, and those will be available.
Well, Wayne, we're here. It could take years before Maui rebounds. So, what else would you like to say to the folks there who are looking for answers?
Well, I would like to go through. One of the questions is, what should people be wary of and look out for? So I wanted to read to people who listen to this broadcast what they need to know about should a lawyer be doing this? What could I do if this happens? So kind of make people of the county of Maui educated consumers of legal services. So all lawyers in the state of Hawaii have to be licensed. So one of the big questions is, if you're interacting with a lawyer, does that lawyer have a license to practice law in the state of Hawaii? If you don't, it's illegal. Nobody who doesn't have a license in the state of Hawaii or who has been admitted by our Supreme Court for a special purpose can provide legal advice, can have you sign a contract. So let me just read to you what our Office of Disciplinary Counsel said. That's under the Hawaii Supreme Court. This office holds all of our licenses, and it disciplines lawyers or people who are pretending to be lawyers or coming from the outside and attempting to offer legal services. It controls their behavior. Here's what the statement of the Office of Disciplinary Counsel just came out. In this time of tragedy, many victims and family are going to need legal help with loss of life and property destruction suffered in recent wildfires. Watch out for and report potential legal fraud. Fast-moving disasters tempt opportunistic actors to prey on people when they are most vulnerable. You may be contacted by attorneys who want to represent you, but please make sure that any lawyer you hire is a qualified Hawaii licensed attorney. You can verify this by contacting the Hawaii State Bar Association, HSBA, to confirm any lawyer's license status, or by doing a lawyer search on the HSBA website, which is www.hsb.org. So again, this is going to be up on my website. So that was fast. You can go to my website and you'll see it, and it gives you the contact information for questions that you may have, and you're going to get those answers from the actual office that regulates this behavior. And it says at the bottom, this is coming again from the Disciplinary Council, if you feel that you've been contacted by an unauthorized attorney and or in a manner that would violate Hawaii's rules, there's a 30-day moratorium from a disaster when you should have no direct contact from a lawyer. You can call a lawyer, you can contact a lawyer, but if you get contact from a lawyer within 30 days who wants you to sign a contract, that can be illegal and should be reported to the Office of Disciplinary Counsel. Again, internet advertising and all that is a question that maybe that's okay. We don't have a lot of determination of that yet, but be wary of who you hire if you are approached. And there'll be a complaint form at my website that you can access that goes right to Disciplinary Counsel, and you can send something into them and tell them what you think and what's happened.
Well, Wayne, a lot of very valuable information there. We certainly appreciate it. And our heart goes out to everyone out there in Hawaii. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us that life-saving information. We really appreciate it.
Good. Thank you.
And that's going to do it for this episode of Ask the Lawyer. My guest has been Wayne Parsons. If you have a question about your situation you'd like to ask Wayne, call the number on your screen. Thanks for watching. I'm Tom Mustin for Ask the Lawyers.